becoming visible as matter, and the piercing of the cause of that soothing of dragon, the broken form of the light, I am myself. That which evolved the attaining of the light, and the limits, I stood myself, before the hand of God's time. Then was formulated the universe, I am myself. Then came forth those knowledge, the elements of the cosmos beyond, I am myself. Then was the voice vibrated on, then was the name declared on us. And the threshold of entrance between the universe and his own cause. In the silence of the entrance was Mercury, I as before him, the air is now breathed on myself. In symbols did he recall us, in breath I did he vibrate. Now for between the light and the darkness did he stand on us. I am myself. That which he called myself. Oh, light in the light. Oh, flashing shadow, I am myself.
Make sure that your eyes
For the moments of the safety of the thing, even
just slowly come back here.
for the time I am myself.
Just let yourselves come back.
And it depends upon myself. I am myself. That which he called myself. And it depends upon myself. I am myself. That which he called myself. And it depends upon myself.
What we all try to do all the time is decondition ourselves. If we're really thinking, if we're looking at our behavior, we see patterns. Some of them we can live with and some of them we don't like. What was I doing before we played that tape? Truth? I wanted you to like me. I was trying to make you like me. And some of you wanted me to like you back. So, but why do we do that to each other? Why do we have to be liked by each other? Who told us to do that? There's a lot of evidence to say that we walk around programmed. We program ourselves into what we think we need and want. We program ourselves to be liked by people we want to like us. As William Burroughs and Brian Geisinger said, in a pre-recorded universe, who makes the original recording? In our personality, who makes the original tape? And when we rerun the tape, do we edit it? And if we edit it, who do we edit this tape for? Do we do it because we want to be approved of? Probably. Do we want to be approved of by our family? When you're young, you do. Yeah, you do. I've got children that want to be approved of by their parents. They're 8 and 10 years old. In 3 or 4 years' time, they'll hate us and want to be disapproved of. But then they'll want to be approved of by their peer group, or by you, or by Primus, or Alice in Chains. I don't say that lightly. I had to take my children to Lollapalooza 2 weeks ago, and they were so thrilled to be backstage with Alice in Chains and Primus. The 8-year-old trashed the dressing room for Primus. And then the lead singer of Alice in Chains said, "Go on then, kick me in the balls," and she did. She did. And then grabbed his beer. It's true. The next day I saw him and he said, "She's fabulous. She's just like I was when I was 14. She's 8. And she's female. And she wanted him to like her. And he wanted her to like him. It's all really, really odd." I've spent all these years trying to decondition and deprogram how I behave. I've tried to lose my male side sometimes, encourage my female side. I spent a year in drag, and I was called Crystal. And I wore Edwardian ladies' clothes and had a mother of pearl handbag in the North of England. And I've tried many, many systems. But you know what happens? It doesn't matter what you make or what you do with yourself. Everything that you do with your life is, in a sense, a piece of art. It's a work. It may be a magical work. It may be a piece of life as art, as a statement. It's a belief system, and to me, art and magic and life are belief systems. But it always has your signature on it. It does. You don't have to literally write anything. But no matter what we make at any time in our lives, all the good things about us and all the flaws and confusions we have are always part of what we do. They're our signature. So when I create music or words or something like the Temple of Psychic Youth, which was a global psychosexual phenomenon, at some point in its history it implodes or dies or rebels because it has a signature on it. It has my program, and my program is confused and flawed like all programs. And that's where all the conflict, confusion really begins. What are the two ways that we can sidestep every program that's inside here? There's DNA, and then there's experience. I've only found two ways. One way is trance, and the other way is to cut things up. Now when I'm in trance, what I'm really doing is allowing anybody present to reprogram me. I used to think this meant that I was no longer in control, and therefore I was letting go of my programming, and I was being set free. To do that, I had to trust one or more people completely. do that would be to take what Terence McKenna would call a heroic amount of psychedelic drugs. I'm talking 10, 12, 14 hits of ecstasy, 5 hits of acid. Yeah. However, before anybody runs home like they do, you have to do that over a period of years on a regular basis. Build up a tolerance. You don't just run out and do it. I couldn't do it now. The whole aim of any system like that is to let some other person access beyond any level of consciousness that has a name. If you like, they're finally inside your DNA and they're able to replan and rebuild or move about different little bits of that code. Now the problem with that is that there's a new program. And like everything that seems to happen in this world, everything is limited by the programmer. So if the trust between the programmer and the program is in any way disturbed, we are immediately more vulnerable than we ever were. That's what's happened to me. When I do my visualizations and hypnotherapy and my trance work, I can actually go along this thin line of consciousness or brain matter. I don't know what it is, but I can see it. And then there's this big lump, and the lump is a program that was put there by someone else. I've been trying for 2 years to